Hello and welcome to your favorite show, Identities, on the series Women to Watch. And I hope you've been having fun with the ladies that we've brought before you. And today I am, as you can see, in a very special office of the Honorable Commissioner Jessie Majome. So we're talking about how she does not like adding titles, and I'm like, we cannot call you Jessie Majome. Me, I've just failed to transition from the time you were honorable, and now, and it's even better that you are commissioner. I can't call you Jessie Majome, and it's against my culture. You're my sister, so that's just what it is. So guys, I am in her office. She's also a lawyer. She is. We are at Jessie Majome and Co. The legal firm. Madam, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nyari. So I should not call you, I should call thank you, Muningina.
Yes, absolutely. You're welcome. I feel close to you that way because that is me. Yeah. Anyway, so the game is you can steal what you. This big ball has got some questions. You pick a question, you give it to me, I read it out, and then we talk about it. And then you answer the question. Are you ready?
I'm game.
There is no holds barred.
Let's see what I'm getting myself into.
There's no looking. Yeah.
I can close my eyes for good measure.
My God. Okay, this is great. So, what would you say was the most embarrassing moment in your life?
You know, like losing something losing something at school. I can't remember a specific example, but that I lost something that I dearly love and I need or want to use, and then I get absolutely everyone helping me look for it. And I think it's happened several times to me. And
would you not have accused someone in that moment?
I would come exactly. That's how it goes. That I come. But you know, I come very close to suspecting, not to accusing, but suspecting that it's definitely so and so, and you also start.
But you had not told them.
Okay. But you say when you accuse someone, even in your heart, you have done so, and you also start treating them in a manner that's also filled with suspicion, and then only to find it. Yeah. So
that's kind of a personal embarrassment, like that. Personal embarrassment to yourself, but not in the public. That is.
But imagine you've asked everyone else there, wasting their time looking for this, trying to help and so on and so on, and then only to find that I've got it, like maybe in the bag somewhere where it should have been.
So did you tell them, or do you tell them that I found it at least?
I'd have to, and that's embarrassing.
Sorry, guys. Well, thank you very much. On to the next.
I don't remember a specific one, but I know I've had a lot of instances like that.
No, but we love that one. I mean, I think you speak for a lot of us. Mm-hmm. We have been there, done that, and felt embarrassed as well. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. And then we kind of try to just throw it under the carpet and pretend as though it wasn't that important. But anyway, thank you. Yeah, you will love this one. This one is so about time management. How do you advise any young woman or young man or anybody watching right now as a successful woman, how you've made it between managing your time around your own studies, work? I know you're so dedicated to church as well. Your family, you unfortunately, I'm sorry about your mom who passed. You were so dedicated to your family, to your parents, to your kids, and then to the movement. I know you're dedicated to serving your country, and then the company, the law firm that you run, being a mom, a voluntary worker, around your hobbies and interests. How do you juggle all that?
Well, that's a tough question.
It's how you manage your life entirely. To a young person who's watching you and saying, how did you make it? How did you manage it?
Funny enough, it's actually flattering to be considered as having made it, and so thank you for this compliment.
I
don't take it for granted.
Everything. So
because funny enough, I actually don't really see myself as having made it, but it's encouraging to be seen as that. So because you regard me as such, I will have to answer, hey.
Please do.
And funny enough, I would say, when you say the words time management, I'm thinking, okay, because that's one thing that I'm personally not good at. Yeah,
but you appear, but then that's the funny thing is, to me, you've always been the person who arrives at events the first. You may not be where you want to be, but you have no idea. When we're coming here, I said we can't be late. So in my mind, with the way that we've engaged, I regard you as a person who's always on time. So when I'm coming to you, I need to have myself together and say, let's go. She's always on time.
Hey, yeah. Thank you. I try. Yeah. I manage. Sometimes I fail, but which is. But and I suppose you're right that I have learned to do a lot of things at the same time in my life, and so it's like you said, it's juggling, isn't it? So what I have done is not to do any specific like formula, but what I've learned to do is to prioritize. That there are so many things to do, and all of them are important, but some are more important than others. And then some are more important at certain times than others at certain times.
Right. Yeah.
So I think the idea is to first get that priority list, to say, what is it that is really, really so important among all those things I must do? And prioritizing is also looking into the future, because something might not look like it's important now, but it has implications.
Yes.
So it's a fine art of juggling, to say, all right, this is important right now, it has to be done. But if I don't also do this, which I can delay a bit, if I don't do it now, later on, like in the long term, I will suffer, or certain things will suffer. So that's about that's about how to go about it, and keeping on checking to see whether the other issues are back on board. But just to do what really, really, really matters. I think for me, that's the most important thing. But also, more importantly, to always save time for oneself. The me time,
the
time to regenerate, and to, because if we don't do that, we will have no time for anything else. So it might look like a waste of time to take time out.
How do you regenerate? I mean,
I exercise.
Good. I think you need to start posting when you are exercising. You don't see that a lot on your Facebook page.
That's true. I'm a very, I'm not a very, I'm a very reticent person. Believe it or not, I'm a very private person. So aspects like that, but it's interesting. Yeah, so I do it for me.
Yes, okay.
So time to exercise, and also to spend time like with family, like you were saying. And also to spend time with pets. I've got dogs.
Wow.
Or maybe the dogs have me. I think. I don't know.
I think you will show us. We'll put some photos.
So and also just communing with nature. It's very therapeutic to just be in a garden. I don't have the best garden, but I love my garden at all.
That's good.
There's something. I mean, there's a reason why I am religious. I'm Christian. There's a reason why I believe that God created the world and creation and different things like that. We are very fortunate and blessed to live in a country where during the rainy season there is lush greenness everywhere. There's something about that that connects us. So just spending just a while, even just passing through, that's important. I find it helps me to refocus and to feel good, and so it's important to have time to recharge, like every now and then. So that helps with time management a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. And I keep diaries also. I keep the actual physical paper thing, because
I don't know if I do it best.
I like it as well. And suppose now with electronic diaries, that's also helpful to get a reminder. Say this, it helps also a lot. But I find also seeing something written down with space on it helps. And keeping on reviewing the plans and the targets, it helps.
Yeah.
And also people, what would I do without the amazing, very amazing, I don't know if I can call it a team of people around me who help me to also manage my time, and who help to share some loads. Like here in the office, I don't know what I would do without the co, because they keep things going, and at home as well, because I've got amazing home help at home. Somebody called, I'll mention her, Imelda. We have been together since my youngest son, who's now 18 years old, was in grade 5.
Oh wow!
So that kind of support really helps to deal with the other issues in life that need to be handled while able to do this. And family, of course, they really help. Like you said, I recently lost my mother, but when my children were younger, I liked in terms of childcare and time. But even now, and sister and father, it's so that's I think how I've been able to accomplish things in the 24 hours that everybody has in terms of time management, is with help and with that decision to prioritize and play off some things.
Because I think you're a very humble person to say you don't consider yourself like married, and then you've been a member of parliament, and one person that I think is one of the very few member of parliaments that deliver. You have delivered so much. The reason we're doing Women to Watch series is to give you Sandro Zenyu, Vanano Shanda, who have achieved. And I think Zimbabweans, if they're honest, you're one of the people who has really delivered. You've changed laws, you've spoken out on important issues, protected women, protected the community that you've represented in parliament. And you've impacted on my life. I have started law. This is the first time I've never told it, or I haven't even shared it. But because I think she told me I should do law, because I would say, Honorable, what does this mean? Honorable, I don't understand this, because I'm in human rights. It's like, Nyari, I think you should do law. And so she's been encouraging me. So now I am doing law with the University of London.
So I just done in best wishes.
Thank you. I just needed to.
Enjoying it.
I am. I love it because it's got a lot to do with human rights, public service, constitutional, all the things that I care about. But I just wanted
life.
Yes,
and life.
And one of the things that I'm enjoying, the modules I'm doing actually is about public law as well as family law. Then it's what I care about. So.
Fantastic.
Anyway, so I just wanted you to know, and she is the person who inspired me to do law. The third question.
Yes. Right? Really dig in and close my eyes. Close my eyes make it easier for me to get an easier question.
I think that's even now. Oh, you are being very lucky today. So which fellow women do you look up to or choose to celebrate, and why?
My favorite women of all time.
Yeah.
Well, there are 2 of them.
Okay.
But I'll mention one of them because she's was African.
Lovely.
That is the late Professor Wangari Maathai.
Oh, so
and
come to think of it, you almost look alike. You almost look alike.
How interesting.
Many reasons and everything. And I love her too. She was genius. She was Kenyan.
Yes. And the first African woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is, I think,